Hello again, math people. Now remember, to be a math person, all you have to do is be a person and do math. And that's what we are. So today we are focusing in on Lesson 6 of our percents unit, Topic 4. And today specifically we're looking at commissions, fees, and tips. They are all based on percentages. Commissions that's the money that people make when they are in sales, and they get paid a percentage based on how much stuff they sold. And fees, if they are based on a percentage, well, if you make so much money, then you pay a fee, a percentage of that money. And then tips, servers, drivers, waitresses, waiters, all kinds of people earn part of their living from tips, which is always based on a percent of the total bill. So let's get started with our first question. Remember, we always want to read critically and set up the part and the whole in our proportions. And remember, it is always the part over the whole amount. Okay, Paul worked the concession stand at the basketball game selling quesadillas for the Spanish club. He earns a 10% commission for working at the concession stand. The Spanish club must pay the school a 15% fee for using the concession stand. At the end of the night, Paul's total sales were $350. What will be the profit after Paul's commission of 10% and the 15% concession stand fee? All right, let's take a look. Let's find all the important information here. Paul earns a 10% commission. The Spanish club has to pay a 15% fee for using the concession stand, and Paul's total sales were $350. We want to know what will be the profit after Paul's commission of 10% and the 15% concession stand fee. Okay, make sure you copy this table down. We have Paul's total sales, the commission that gets paid to Paul, the concession stand fee that gets paid to the school, and then the profit from the quesadillas. And remember, profit, that's the amount that you make after you've paid your expenses. Let's get started. So, we know that Paul gets paid a 10% commission. So we always want to put the part that we know on the left-hand side. So 10% is 10 out of 100. Okay? And on the other side, we know that Paul earned $350, or he sold $350 worth of quesadillas. So now we want to know, how do we get from this side? Because now we're trying to find what is Paul's commission. Well, let's do this. 100 times what equals 350? Well, remember, all we have to do is just put 350 over 100 right there, because if we divide 350 by 100, multiply that by 100, we'll get 350. We do the same thing up here. 350 over 100. 10 times 350 over 100. And we are going to do this important math work over here off to the side. So 10 times 350 over 100. I'm going to put a 1 under the 10 so we can multiply the fractions straight across. 10 times 350, well, that's easy. I just have to add a 0 at the end, or move my decimal over one place. So that's 3,500. And 1 times 100 is 100. And what's 3,500 divided by 100? 35. So Paul earned a $35 commission for working the concession stand. $35. So we'll put this here. $35 for his commission. And now we have to figure out the concession stand fee. All right, well, we're going to do the same thing, except in this case, we know that the concession stand fee is 15%. Again, we know the amount of the percent, so we're going to put that on the left-hand side. 15% is 15 out of 100. The whole amount is still the $350 that Paul sold in quesadillas. And so then we are trying to find the amount of the fee. How much will that be? Well, again, just like before, we multiply 100 times 350 over 100 to get to 350. So we'll do the same thing with the 15. So that'll be 350 over 100. 15 times 350 over 100. Okay, and we'll do this math work over here. So 15 times 350 over 100. Put the 1 under the 15, and we multiply straight across. Let's see, 15 times 350 is 5,250. And 1 times 100 is 100. And 5,250 divided by 100 is 52.5 according to my calculator. But we know that this is money, and so it has to be $52.50. Got to have that 0 there. And that is the fee that is paid to the school for use of the concession stand. $52.50. All right, and now we have to figure out how much profit did the club make. So let's get that back over there. There we go. So the total sales was $350. We're going to subtract Paul's commission, which is $35. So $350 minus $35 is $315. Okay, and then we have to subtract the fee to the school, which is $52.50. And that works out to $262.50. That is the profit. $262.50. All right, easy peasy. Let's go on to the next question. I think it has to do with tips. And of course, you want to remember to always read critically and set up the part and the whole. Okay, Mr. Eaton and Mrs. Mask went out to dinner with their spouses at Outback Steakhouse to celebrate because all the 7th graders did well on the Topic 3 final test. The bill was $108.75 because Mr. Eaton ordered the expensive steak. And the teachers decided to tip the server 20%. What was the amount of the tip and how much was the bill including the tip? All right. Well, let's see here. So we have to find the important information here. We know that the bill is $108.75. The tip to the server was 20%. We want to know the amount of the tip and how much was the bill including the tip. All of that is important. So let's take a look. So the first thing we want to do is find the amount of the tip. So we know that they were going to tip the server 20%, so that we know. 20% is 20 out of 100. And the bill was $108.75. So what we're looking for is what is the tip? Because the tip is the part of the whole amount, which was the total bill. So how do we get from 100 to 108.75? Well, same way, 108.75 over 100. And we'll do the same thing here. Multiply by 108.75 over 100. Okay, not a lot of room there. I should have given myself more room. But we're going to do this important work over here. So it's going to be 20%, 20 times the 108.75 over 100. Got to make that a 1. So 20 times 108.75 is 2,175 over 100. And we divide that, 2,175, divide that by 100, and that is $21.75. That's the tip. They're going to tip the server $21.75. So there we go. Now, how much was the bill including the tip? Well, we have to add that $21.75 to the bill. So 108.75 plus the amount of the tip, $21.75, and add those up, and that equals $130.50. So the total bill, $130.50. So remember, you have to find the tip using what you know about how to solve percent questions, and then add that to the total so you'll know how much your total bill will be, including the tip. All right, folks, that's it. That's all I've got for you. Now you should be able to go in and do the Lesson 6 practice work on your own. 4 questions. You got this. Have a great day. Don't forget to be awesome, and I'll see you next time.